I'm sharing my link. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, fine. So I will open my notepad. So today we'll set up project in our mission. Okay. Title is project setup, right? So for doing like in the AEM, like we'll be having the concepts like we will have the one project. For doing all the practice purpose, we need one project. So today we will set up one project for doing our the topics, whatever the topics we have. So we need one project. So that's why today we are setting one project, right? So for setting the project, how we need to set up like I will tell the process. So the same process you can follow the same thing. Okay. Somebody is trying to join. Okay. So I guess this is your third session. In the first session, we done the discussion about the AIM introduction. Okay. In the second session, we done the like server setups, right? Server setups. So server setup is the second session. So today is your third session. In the third session, we are doing the project setup. Okay. So every topic we need one project. So for doing that project, we are doing I would say we are setting one project in our mission, right? So how we should set up the project in our mission? So the same the steps I would say the steps we need to follow. The first step is we need to create one folder. Create one folder. Create one folder. Okay. So in my case, so I'm this process I'm telling in my case. The same process you can follow in your case also. Create one folder with the name practice code. Okay, practice code. This name is your wish. This name is your wish, right? This name is your wish. Okay, so simply what I am doing. So here I have the practice code. So right now for your understanding purpose, I am deleting, and I am doing from the scratch level. Okay, I will delete my project and then I will be set up the project from scratch level, right? Okay, fine. This is the folder. We need to create the folder. The folder name is the practice code, right? So simply how to create the folder, right click on it and you can get the new option and click on the folder. Here you can mention the folder name as the practice code. In your case, you can mention any name. Okay, no issue at all. The name is your wish. So if you open the practice code, now you can observe under the practice code, it is empty. So we need to set up the project. So how will you set up the project? So this is the first step. Step number one: create one folder with practice code. The name is your wish. Okay. Folder name is your wish. Folder folder name is our wish. Okay. Got it? Second one, the second step, copy the path wherever the copy the path. Which path? Wherever you want to keep the project. Wherever you want to keep the project. For example, I want to keep the project here. So I should copy this path and then copy this path and open command prompt run as administrator. You can type cmd and then run as administrator and then open. Okay. You can open command prompt. Yes. And it so by default, it might be open some other location. You need to change the direction. For changing the direction, we have a CD and then control V, the path. Then it will switch to previous path to current path, right? I'm clicking on it. Now this is the actual path, meaning you see users admin desktop practice code. Here we should keep our project, right? So this is the first I would say in the command prompt. This is the in the task step we need to do. Okay. Copy the path wherever want to keep the project. Copy the and open CMD as run as administrator, run as administrator, and paste the path and paste the path, right? Okay. This is the second step. In the third step, so I have shared one practice code in your case. For example, this is the code, right? Just copy the entire code, copy the code, and you can come to command prompt and paste here, and then click on it. Click on it. So what it is doing, Maven is the build automation tool. So whatever the libraries are required for these projects, so all the libraries Maven tool, which is automatically downloading, which is automatically downloaded. So in your case, at the first time, you will get the build failure. At the first time, you will get the build failure. So why in your case you will get the build failure? Meaning you need to fix the groovy error. You need to fix the groovy error. How will you fix the groovy error? Basically, you can follow this process. You need to fix the groovy error. Groovy error basically, you can come here, open your this PC, C drive, and users, admin, and where we have the .mp folder. Go inside repository. Next, Apache. Can look with the Apache word repository org, and then Apache, Maven, archetype, and archetype common 3.2.1, and open pom.xml. Okay, open pom.xml. This is the path you should remember, right? So in that path, in your case also, go that path and change the Groovy version. So instead, so previously, which is the Groovy version, which is in 2.4.16. So we need to change 2.4.16 to 2.4.8. 2.4.16 is the initial one. Okay, we need to change 2.4.8, right? 2.4.8. Got it? This is the way to fix the Groovy error. Okay, fine. The next thing is, I would say, hmm. So my project is build success, right? So after that, what you will do after this process? So again, we need to follow the same step. The copy the path and open command prompt run as an administrator, and paste the path, and here in the command prompt, in the step number 4, in command prompt in CMD, paste the artifact code, archetype code, and then we will get the build success. Okay, we will get the build success, right? Okay, next thing is simply you can go the practice code, and now you guys observe this is the practice code. Our practice, my project name is AEM guys demo. Okay, now I am opening AEM guys demo. If I open AEM instance, this is my AEM instance, right? I'm opening my AEM instance, localhost 4502 start.html. Okay, if I click on the sites, if you observe, there is no sites with the demo name. Free retail weekend, these are the predefined sample projects. Adobe, they are already with this tool only. So for this is the custom project we are creating. The this is our project. So we need to deploy this project into the AIM server. So how will you deploy? We have the command for deploying. So the command is maven clean install -p auto install single package. Okay. So before going to give this command, we need to fix one more error, that is the UI frontend error. Simply you can open UI frontend. Next one, we have the package.json. You can open with package.json, right? And there itself we have the groovy, we have the TypeScript. TypeScript, yeah, this is the TypeScript. So this is this version. Instead of this version, we can mention with 4.3.2, right? We can mention with 4.3.2. Are you guys clear with my point? What I'm saying? We are making some changes while deploying the project into the AIM server. We are making some changes. One change which is in UI front end. One change which is in .m2 folder. That is the Groovy error. This is the UI front end error. So whenever you are deploying the project into the AIM server, you might be faced two error issues. One is the front end issue. Second one is the Groovy issues. Okay, there also you should change the version 4.2.4.16 to 2.4.8, and here also we need to change the version 3.333 to 4.3.2, right? 4.3.2. Okay, save the file, and then again you can come to the command prompt, and then you can deploy. You can deploy. Okay, so maven clean install -p auto install single package, right? So and deploy. So what is happening here? This project which is available in my local meaning which is available in this area, like practice code and then AIM guides. So where this project is available, which is available in C users admin desktop practice code. This is my actual mission, which is available in my mission. I want to deploy this project into my AIM server. How I am deploying? This is the way to deploy. Okay, this is the way to deploy. Are you guys clear with my point? We're deploying one project. Already we have two projects, but these are the sample projects. Adobe team has they introduced they has provided these two. But instead of these two, we are deploying one more project. That is the project name is the demo project. So while deploying the demo project, you might be faced two issues. One is the Groovy error. Second one is the front end error. Front end error you can open with front end folder. There itself we have the package.json, and then you can change the TypeScript. Initially, there we have the 3.33, you can change to 4.3.2. That is the one error. Second error is we need to change the Groovy error. Groovy error, there we have the path, and just go through it like .m2 repository, org, and then Apache, Maven, and then archetype common. There we have 3.2.1. There form.xml will be there. There you can change the version 2.4.16 to 2.4.8. That is the one thing, and this is the one thing. So after that, we are deploying the product in the AIM instance. So it might be initial time, normal it will be take nearly 6 to 10 minutes. So we'll see how much time it will take in this case. For deploying the project, what are the softwares are required? So the softwares are required for deploying the project. So in your case, Maven is mandatory. Maven, Maven tool is required, and then Maven tool, and then Node.js also, Node.js. So how to install Node.js? So simply you can go your wherever, like for example, Node.js download, Node.js dot download. Okay, There you can get the Node.js download, and then you can download. So in case of Node.js, no need to give any, I would say, system environments, anything. So no, those things are not required. If you install, that's enough. Windows download, can drive it. Mm, Download Node.js version. Okay. So for the Node.js, no need to give any system environments or anything. So automatically it will be updated. So we need to, it should be in the, I would say, compressor format. We need to extract the Node.js. Okay. And then we can deploy it. So these are the tools required for deploying the project. First one is the Maven and then Node.js. So these two are for, and then next already we set up the AEM, and the next is IDEs. So IDEs we can use Eclipse, we can use Visual Studio Code. Okay, next I would say IntelliJ also. So anything is fine. Anything is fine. You can use Eclipse, you can use Visual Studio, you can use IntelliJ. In my case, I will use IntelliJ only. Okay, but anything is good. Eclipse also fine, Visual Studio also fine, IntelliJ also fine. Okay, so I'm deploying my product IntelliJ. So the build is success. Build is success. Now simply I will go to my uh, like AIM sites. So here there is no projects. When I refresh the page, you guys observe the project is there or not there. Project is there, and then you can check the timestamp as well. So in the last session we had done the discussion about system console now. So system, we can check the bundle timestamp when the bundle got installed in the AIM server. You can check the bundle timestamp. Tools, operations, web console, OEGI bundles, control F demo. Can look for the demo, and then AIM guides. Right here you can check the timestamp 2:37 24 AST July 24, meaning 2 minutes back only it got installed in our AIM server. It got installed in our AIM server, right? This is clear, guys. This is the way to set up the project in our local. So after this, we will complete one topic, that is the component creation. This is clear, guys. Set up the project. So today your task is, one task is take screenshot of it, and this is the on screenshot, and the second one is the timestamp. This is the on screenshot, and in the sides, this is the on screenshot. Three screenshot. That is the one task. Okay. The second task is component creation. Component creation. Okay, how to create the component? Component creation. So component creation. So first thing is, we should aware of what is component. Component is basically component is a, I would say, building block which is used to say modular unit which is used to create the content actually. So I will show you. I will open PPT and then I will expand resources. Okay, and now I would say AEM PPT. this component, right? How to create component, component structure, component properties, everything we'll try to understand, right? Okay. So this is the basically component. If anyone ask like what does it mean by component? Component is the like modular unit. Component is the modular unit. So that is the first point. Is the modular unit. Okay. Next point is component can hold other components also. Components can hold other components also. Other components also. Right. Next components. We can create component at one time. Component we can create component at one time. We can reuse multiple times. Can reuse multiple times, right? Next thing is component have the edit behavior. Component have the edit behavior. Component have the edit behavior. Edit behavior. Are you guys clear with my point? So component can hold other components. We can create component at one time, and we can reuse the component multiple times. We can reuse the component multiple times. Component have the edit behavior. Component have the edit behavior, right? So I'm show you how it should be. If you observe, so components are the modular unity to render the functionality of specific data on your website, right? Next, components are the reusable, and components can contain other components also. Components have the edit behavior that can be configured, and so in the components we have the file. The file is the HTML file. So in the old days, we will use the JSP. We will use the JSP. So JSP has deprecated. Nowadays, we are using the HTML only. We are using the HTML only, right? Each component is a resource type. Okay. Now, if you see here, sign in is the one component. Email password is the one component, and this is the footer component. Okay. If I open this one, if you observe here, this is the page layout, right? This is the page layout. In the page layout, this is the header component. In the header component, we have again logo and the search and the navigation. The logo is the logo component, the search is the search component, and again navigation component. Meaning, the entire thing is the header component. Inside the header component, we are keeping again logo component, search component, and navigation component, right? In the same way, footer also. In the header and footer, we have the common content. Whatever the common content is available, the common content which are available in the header and footer. Okay. Next, in the body, we have, I would say, I can say, our business logic which is available in the body of the page. Body of the page. Now we can observe here, left navigation is the one component, banner is the one component, text is the one component, this text is the one component, image is the one component, text is the one component. They are organizing multiple components in the body. This is body is called business logic. So here we will write the business logic actually. Okay. This is the page layout. In the page layout, we have the header component, the body component, the footer component, and here we have actually business logic. So these all are the components. You can organize the components like this: left navigation, banner, text, image, text, right? Okay, fine. Next, this is introduction about the component. Many component is the modular unit, which is once you create the component, you can reuse the component across the project, and the component can hold other components also. And next thing is component can have the edit behavior, and a component are using developing with the HTML or JSP. JSP is the old language, so we are not using the JSP. We are using HTML only. Okay. Next thing is so component which is as okay. Component is a resource type. Next thing is how to create the component. So for creating the component, we have the process. I will explain the process. This is the introduction about the component, and the next thing is how to create the component. How to create the component. Okay, how to create the component. So first one, first step, create node and specify type as CQ colon component. CQ colon component. This is the step number one. This is the step number one. And second step, second step, create the file, create the HTML file, and component name. I would say component name and file name should be the same. File name should be same. This is the step number, right? Third step. Third step. Third step. Mention. Uh, this is like in the third step we will discuss about the properties. Third step is the properties. So here we will use the properties. First property is, I can say A. The first property is JSR title. We need to mention the JSR title. JSR colon title. Are you guys clear with my point? JSR title is the JSR title. JSR title is the property which is used to call the component on the page, which is used to identify the identify the specific component, specific component, and which is used to invoke the component on the page. Are you guys clear with my point? This is the third one, and this is the in the properties category. This is the step number one. In the step number two, we need to mention the group name. We need to mention the group name. I would say component group. Component group is the property. Component group is the property which is used to categorize the component. Are you guys clear with my point? For example, in our project, you can assume in our project we have the 100 components. 100 components. So how will we need to categorize? How will you categorize? So 25 components are belong to 25 components are belong to education. 25 components are belong to education. So we can make it as 25 components as the education. This is the education. Okay. And 25 components are belonging to health related. Health related. Okay. 25 components are belonging to health related. Health. Okay. 25 components are belonging to some service. Components are belonging to some service. Right. Other 25 components are belong to some technology like that. Some technology. Are you guys clear with my point? So with the help of component group names, we can easily categorize the components. So in our project might be we'll be having multiple components. So if you don't have the group names, you might be confused. You don't have the clarity. The component which is belonging to which one. For that purpose, we need to mention component groups, education. So like that, we need to mention the component group. So in the properties category, we can mention JSR title and then component group, right? So we need to follow the process. What I'm explaining, we need to follow the same. Okay. Next, fourth one is nodes, child nodes. So in the child node category we need to mention dialog, CQ dialog actually. Okay, CQ dialog. So CQ dialog is the child node which is used to give the edit behavior, which have the edit behavior, which will give edit behavior to the which will give edit behavior, edit behavior to the component. Are you guys clear with my point? CQ colon dialog, CQ colon dialog, right? These are the four steps while creating the component you need to follow. Okay, here you can have CQ design dialog also, CQ design dialog also. Anything you can give, that should be fine. CQ design dialog also, CQ design dialog also, right? CQ design dialog also. Okay, the same process, which will also give the edit behavior to the component. Okay, so while creating the component, we need to follow the these steps. Okay, we need to follow the three steps. Okay, fine. Now the same steps I am practically I will also do, and then I will also give the demonstrate. Okay, now I am opening my AIM instance, right? This is my AIM instance. I am opening my project. Okay, this process we are doing with the help of CRXDE. This process we are doing with the help of CRXDE. Okay, I am coming here and I am opening my CRXDE tools, CRXDE, right? Open your project. In my case, my project is demo, right? I am opening my demo. And then demo components. These all are predefined components. Accordion, breadcrumb, button, carousel. These all are predefined components. Okay. Now I need to create one more component. Simply right click over the components and create node. Okay. In your case, you can mention any name. In my case, I am mentioning such. And then the type should be CQ colon component. Okay, you can scroll down there where we will get the in the C category CQ colon component. CQ colon component. Yeah, this is the option. CQ colon component, right? And or else you can directly type here also. No issue. Okay, anything is fine. So this is the first step. I am taking the node and I mention this node as the CQ colon component. I am saving this one, right? Okay. So the second step, what is the second step? We need to create the file. Create the file and file name and the component name should be the same. Search.html, right? I'm selecting that one. Okay, second step also done. So every time you need to click on the save as. And then next thing is properties. We need to mention the properties. Properties is JSON colon title. So which is used to call the component on the page. Okay. So I am mentioning the search. Okay, right? Adding and save all. And next thing is component group. So for component group, what I am doing, I am copying existing component group. Copying and then I would say I am copying this, coming to my subject properties, I am pasting here. Right? Save all. Next dialog also I am doing the same thing. Dialog creation, it will be take different session actually. It will take one more session. Hello world component. I'm selecting on hello world and I am copying the CQ dialog. Copy the CQ dialog. Right? Copy and I am pasting in my search component. Search component paste. Okay, save all. If I open the SQL dialog, I will check like which node is available or not. Items, column, items, text. Only we have the only one field, that is the text field, right? Okay, fine. So these all the steps I did or not. So this one is done. This one is done, and JSON title we mentioned, component group we mentioned, and then no child node also we mentioned, right? Okay, fine. So how to call this page onto the page? So simply you can open your project with the localhost am start.html, open your size project, right? And then now you should open demo, and then en, open edit the en page. Now you will get the page layout like this. Page layout like this. Okay, fine. Now need to reload the page. Edit the page. Here we will get the template. Container, you can select on the container. This container, you can select on this container. And here can add that layout container. The general, we have the layout container. Select that one, and then okay. Now this is the layout container, right? Okay. Now reload the page. Now we can drag the component. The component name is search. The component is coming or not coming? It's coming. If you want to display some content, you can simply come here and you can mention, you can type some text. Welcome to search. Anything, the dummy message can pass anything. So in my case, I am passing this dummy message, right? Okay, I'm going here. Can refresh the page. I am calling my component. Now we are getting the data. So this is the one task. Total two tasks. First one is the project setup. We can take three screenshot of it, and for this purpose, we can take this is the one screenshot, and CRXT is the one screenshot. CRXT is the one screenshot, right? So total five screenshots. Three screenshots belonging to project setup, two screenshots belonging to component creation, right? So this is the assignment for you guys. Please go through the all the assignments, do the assignments, and share in the book.